What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. 90 Day Fiance star Jorge Nava has officially declared through TMZ, of course, that he plans to divorce his wife Anfisa as soon as he gets out of prison. Of course, that is not bothering Anfisa anytime soon because she has had her own boo thing for quite a while now. In fact, she debuted her new boyfriend, Assaf, through Instagram on Valentine's Day. Something that's a little bit interesting about Anfisa moving on is that her and George were actually trying to make things work while he was initially sentenced to jail. He was sentenced in September of 2018. She used to do quite a few vlogs about how she was waiting for him to get out, but focusing on her fitness to kind of starve off the loneliness, pun intended, because of all the weight he lost, that she was feeling with her husband being in jail. And as recently as just this past November 2019, George was talking about how he and Anfisa's relationship was still going strong. So how curious is it that just a couple of months later, on February 14th, Anfisa shows up with a brand new boyfriend, and now that we're all quarantining, Anfisa has revealed that she's living with her boyfriend right now, and they are socially isolating together at home. Just to recap things, there was only 3 months between when George last said that he and Anfisa were going strong, that was November of 2019, and Anfisa debuting a new boyfriend on Instagram, that was February of 2020. 3 months is way too soon to be going Instagram official with your new relationship, especially if you are in the public eye the way that Anfisa is, and second of all, most importantly of all, married. So I personally suspect that Anfisa was creeping around with this Leo guy way before, and George actually had no freaking idea. So it's no wonder that he is coming out of jail swinging. He's not been released quite yet, but he's saying one of the first things he's going to do as soon as he gets out of jail is file for divorce from his wife Anfisa. And I don't blame him for the hurt that he is feeling. In my opinion, it is clear as day that Anfisa had been cheating on him for quite a while. How long has she been creeping around? We won't know until not until if things go sour between her and Leo and he decides to air her out. I personally would not be surprised if things went that route, because if things start off in a very shady manner, they will most certainly end in a shady manner. Maybe this relationship could last a couple of years or whatever, but I highly doubt that it is going to last forever just because it was not founded with a clear moral compass. Are you guys surprised to see Anfisa move on with a new man, or were you thinking that she was going to stick things out with George throughout his sentence? Remember, his sentence was only for just over 2 years, and she seemed to have been doing just fine. She found a new passion in fitness, which she has excelled in, and she looks absolutely freaking incredible. And again, as recently as just this past November, a couple of months ago, George was talking about how great they were doing. So I personally thought that they could have made it, especially after everything Anfisa had forgiven him for in the past, which also leads me to kind of not feel that bad for George losing Anfisa, because he put her through a hell of a lot. He lied to her about who he was. He told her that he had this amazing business, he was a millionaire, got her to leave her family and friends in Russia to come and live with him in California, United States, only to pull the rug out from under her and admit that he had lied about his financial situation. And then when Anfisa was rightfully upset with him for being a whole-ass fraud, he went on a television campaign to paint her as this gold digger and this terrible person for simply wanting what she was promised when she came to America. And he didn't even stop there. After Anfisa initially separated from him to kind of get her head together and figure out what she wanted to do with their marriage, George started spreading a rumor that she was a prostitute. So any man who could do that to you is not the kind of man that you should spend your whole life with, because he very clearly does not respect you. And I think that Anfisa had way too much time to sit alone at home and think about all the times and ways that George has wronged her, and decided to step on up and step on out of that marriage with him and move on with somebody else. So in that respect, I am happy for her, but I do wish that she would have been a little bit more honest. And I don't know, I don't know that you can like divorce someone while they're in jail, but like, Yeah, I wish that she could have been a little bit more honest, because it did seem like they were still together on both of their ends a couple of months ago, and now here she is already living with somebody else, already debuting somebody else a couple of months later, rather than taking some time to heal if she did separate from George between then and now, you know, like as a married woman. It's not a really good look for her in particular. So I'm kind of like split down the middle. I see some good and bad in the way both of them have conducted themselves throughout this marriage. But anyway, those are just my opinions. As usual, I'm more excited to hear what you have to say about everything. So please make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.